following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Wednesday, the Star Frisco live look at the Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center here at the Star in Frisco. It is 87 degrees. It feels like 95. The high is going to be 99. The low tonight will be 77. 24% chance of rain this afternoon, falling to a 1% chance tonight, and we have the whole band back together again. Kurt Daniels back in the house.
Yes, sir. Glad to be
Welcome,
here.
Kurt. Nate Newton in the house. Jesse Holley scrambling to get in the house, but he's in the house. Chris Beam in the back. William keeping us up on the live streams.
Me and Bro Will walking in together. We walked in together.
Like it or not, you're stuck with us for the next 45-ish minutes. You know, not really. I mean, you can like disconnect at any point if you're listening to the
Now,
show.
why would you
but
do
why
that?
would you do
Come on
that?
now.
It's the best show here.
Should we start off with documentary talk or should we end with documentary talk? Jesse, it's your
We
documentary. What do you want to talk? Which way you want to do it?
I want to talk about.
He wants to talk about the whole show, but we're not going to
No,
do
I
that.
want to talk
So
about
pick
hard,
a segment
Hard Knocks. Let's end it. Let's end it with the doc.
with the doc. Okay.
Let's start with Hard Knocks.
What do you want to talk about at Hard Knocks? Because I don't watch the show. I've watched it the first episode, and that's it.
That's it? Okay.
I live this, Kurt. I don't need to watch it on TV. I live this.
Yeah,
We made a cameo.
I heard.
Yeah.
I heard. What was it?
Well, three of us made a cameo.
Yeah, I heard. I heard that the hater they cut him out. They probably heard him saying
Off with their
he
heads.
hates the show.
Off with their heads.
But the best show here on DallasCowboys.com.
Well, didn't they show we got the best jokesters? You know, we got guys that can imitate guys and crack jokes. And,
Yeah.
do stand-up
yeah,
comedy.
do great stand-up comedy. Wow.
Nate, let's not. But come on, Nate. Let's not go there. Right? Let's not act like there aren't moments and times because you come from a generation of pranksters, jokesters.
Winners and go ahead on. You got that part.
What do you mean? What do you mean comes from a time? He's still a prankster and a jokester.
But what I'm saying is, like his teams, his '90s teams that were winning, and I get it. You were winning championships. You didn't start off winning championships.
No, we didn't, and
there
we
was a
didn't start
moment-
off with Hard Knocks either.
No, there was no. I mean, there was no social media, but during training camp, you have to have those breaks in time where you kind of step away from football
To laugh.
to laugh. Yeah, you got to laugh. You got to have moments where you just say, you know what,
you got to live.
we got to do something other than football. We've been beat down with football. Meetings are 10 hours a day and practice and all that. And so they had a little fun and did some stand-up comedy. And, you saw
Yeah,
nice
I watched it though. I
personality.
mean, your boy was funny.
Yeah.
Bash him.
The linebacker was funny. Yeah.
He. I tell you what. So they were reviewing some of the stuff on my drive-in this morning.
Right.
They were playing some of the clips. Pretty spot on imitation of DeMarcus Lawrence. That was
Yeah.
pretty solid. That was really solid. I was impressed.
It was funny too.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny too when then he was doing it again in the locker room for some of the guys,
Yeah.
and then walks DeMarcus.
Yeah.
Just screwed him all up.
Did it?
Yeah.
I heard one of our questions at training camp for a video that we did was, who's the biggest hype man on the team? And Basham got a lot of love. They said he was him and surprisingly Lyle got some love from the offensive guys. Quiet Lyle was.
Lyle ain't never fooled me. You can look. Some guys you can look at and say, yeah, that dude a live wire.
The silent
He
assassin.
ain't never fooled me. He'll ride around on his bike at camp like he was like. No, I ain't finna say that word.
Real recognize real, huh?
Yeah. Say what?
Real recognize real.
Stop.
What?
Stop. No, you just trying to throw back at me, man. Don't do
Real
that.
recognize real.
Nah.
You said you looked a gift horse in the mouth, and you saw some
The star.
resemblance.
The star.
Who was the low key funny guy on y'all's team? Like you were
Mark
the,
Tournay.
You were the loud funny guy,
Yeah,
right?
Mark Tournay.
Really?
Mark Tournay would set you up. He would go into how you set up jokes by putting up prompts and Tournay will wear you out with stuff like that. He'd draw pictures of you and put it on the wall that you knew you going by and be like, what is that picture? and he'd be like, "Wow, to it." He was good.
Who were the funny guys you played with, Jess?
Man, we had a bunch of them. I mean, we had Tashard Choice, we had Marcus Spears, we had Big Hatch.
Yeah, Hatch was funny.
Hatch was funny.
Oh man,
Sam Hurd was funny.
I know why he was funny, but go ahead on.
No, Sam. We had a bunch.
What's
of
the
characters.
latest on Sam? Is he
Sitting in
is
jail.
he still in jail?
That might be the next Deep Blue Lecture documentary.
Could be.
I don't know.
Might be a few years.
Yeah,
Might be- might be.
I think he needs to be out first.
Yeah.
Might make for some better content.
I don't know. You know the Cowboys.
Jerry
we
might
got
bring him-
contact.
Jerry might bring him back and let him work in the scouting department or something.
Stop. Anyway,
What?
Doug, stop. You hate. Anyway,
Rehabilitate.
So what was the cameo? What did we talk about on Hard Knocks since I didn't see it?
It was COVID related, right?
Yeah,
The
it was-
start of the show.
So the start.
We
the
didn't
show-
say anything wrong, did we?
No. We came in and the way they cut
Good.
it was, you saw Coach Skip Pete spraying down Lysol in the meeting room, and it was kind of like, last week they had the meetings, off space, and then they, doing the voiceover. Kurt came in and we were talking about COVID, and then you said something, and then I finished it off about, as soon as we think COVID is gone, COVID's like, hello, here I am.
And then
they got to be good because in between all that conversation I was talking to, so they got to
just
be
cut
good.
you out?
They just got to be good.
You were the one on that. Like, what do you want him to say? We're talking about, COVID, and you here in the background. Hard Knot sucks. So they were just like, we can't have that.
You know what surprises me? Like with everything they have going on and all the video they're shooting and everything, they have time to go listen to like podcasts. Because Kyle, I think, has been on it 4 or 5 times. For them to listen to like all the content we do, like that's the impressive part.
So I didn't. Yeah, I wondered if
just go to the best show and press play.
There you go.
That's true. I didn't know if they listened to all the shows, or maybe Chris or Douglas or somebody said, "Here's
No
here's
chance.
a clip."
They don't listen to the shows, or they don't
No,
come to you.
They don't come to me. But first of all, they've got people on top of people doing that kind of stuff.
For real.
I mean, you see the guy shooting here?
Yeah.
There's probably about 30 more people back in New Jersey
Yeah.
doing all the other stuff. They
just-
did this in New Jersey, so.
Just
Shout out to the guy in Jersey listening.
Yeah.
to us.
Well, he might be my cousin. I'm from
Yeah,
Jersey.
yeah.
He might be a fan.
Whoever's idea that was, it was a great idea. We're just not happy with you for cutting Nate out.
No, good thing. That's
No,
good. 'Cause
it's not.
When
We're
I
a
got up
team.
this morning, read that with you, they cut out the one guy, and I just started laughing. I was like, "That is great. Give us something to talk about." You know what I'm saying? We got a Jerry Springer in the house. Nate Newton.
Speaking of things to talk about, Kurt, what's number 1 on your list?
Well,
Go ahead, say it.
It's the-
No, let's go.
everybody's got
Let's
all-
go.
all
I
Say
saw that
it.
and almost hung.
Say it.
I sung
everybody's
that.
all excited.
I wish I could have pasted it and took it away.
It's three letters.
Yeah, big news yesterday about cuts.
Depending on how you write them, he writes in like hieroglyphics.
Right.
when he does
Yeah.
his-
Right.
3
his
letters,
post.
starts with a C, and we can actually talk about it because
Wait a
he's
second.
not on a
3
team
letters
right
and it
now.
starts with a C.
Yep.
Remember what show you're on?
Yeah, that
Right.
you're thinking about a 4-letter word,
No.
What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about?
huh?
Wow.
What
Continue
are
on,
you
continue
thinking
on.
about?
How'd your son get here?
Oh,
Come on. All right, Nick, come on.
Come on, let's go.
Cam Newton.
Oh my God.
Cam Newton. Cam Newton. What do you guys think? Where's the?
Do we need a backup quarterback?
Speaking-
Yeah.
He's not the father.
hey,
He's not the father.
Hey.
He doesn't-
I probably shouldn't even say this because it's a terrible joke, but to play into what Jesse said, anybody want to take a stab in the dark at Cam Newton?
Oh my
See? See? And that'll be probably one of the reasons why he may not end up here in Dallas.
So anybody interested? Cam Newton, can I interest anyone in signing him
No.
as a backup?
No, I'm not interested.
No.
Cam don't want to be a backup
No.
at this point in time.
Even this late in his career?
He's not accepting that. So when he did, I just started
So
laughing.
you're not interested?
Because yesterday all the talk shows was on that.
Yeah.
Like he ain't trying to be a backup. That's what they say. We have a person to talk to Cam, so we don't know what he thinks.
I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this, though. One of the biggest reasons I wouldn't is because he hasn't been vaccinated. And, yeah, maybe the guy can play, but I don't want that quarterback room and my number 1 quarterback, clear number one quarterback. Right. I don't want to jeopardize him in any way, shape, or form.
And that is the realest comment you can make about Cam Newton in the situation right now, is because him not being vaccinated and then putting him in the room with our QB1 with the potential that at any point in time of the season that you could miss a game. And I'm not saying Cam is doing that because he's trying to set anyone up, but
just
what you just never know when this thing may occur. It may pop up. And that close contact, if that happens on a Thursday, Friday, Dak ain't playing.
Yeah. And to take it another level, he wouldn't be playing either.
Yeah, you'd miss your first two.
Our entire quarterback room wouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
So then you have to go
Denver last year.
We got Garrett Gilbert. You can go get him.
Cedric Wilson, step up.
What do you think? There's been some controversy, though. You know, Urban Meyer came out and said, they factored vaccinations into their who got cut and all that. And I think the Buffalo Bills GM got a little heat saying something similar. What do you think about that? Do you think teams really made that a part of their cuts, and should they have? Nate's laughing over there.
Because all of us in the back of our minds knew that if you was player number 45 to 85, you better be vaccinated. Okay, and that's why I'm laughing, because I've been thinking all year, what about these guys that's on the bubble? You all over your agent, and your agent be like, yeah, I just called Steven. And the first thing came out his mouth, we would take a look at him, but is he vaccinated? Well, no, he's not vaccinated, so we got to wait 5 days, and then we got to wait another 10 days, and then we got to put him on the field so he can get acclimated to the game again. So we're going to spend 20 days trying to bring in your non-vaccinated guy.
Who's on the back end of our roster?
Come on, no, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a quick click.
Yeah.
That's a quick hang up.
And you know what? Talking about the roster, we're the first show to be on the air since the roster was announced, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't even talk about it. I'm a terrible host.
Why? What do you mean?
Were there anybody that surprised you? I'm surprised that they only kept one backup quarterback. That surprised me a little bit.
We talked about this the other day. Like yesterday, yes, the official have to cut down, but this roster is not. Today is like when you're going to start really seeing that roster roundabout.
Right. Yeah. Like
right? You're going to see guys going on IR.
They cut McQuaid, so now you have no long snapper, right?
Well, again, formality, yeah.
Right. So it's not the final roster.
No.
Like they're going to work it, massage it to your point. Like it's not
guys are going to have to go
thing.
on IR. Guys are going to get kind of designated different places, and you had to get to 53 yesterday.
Right.
Right. And in order to take guys who have to go on the IR, you can't IR cut guys. You have to give them an injury settlement. You can't cut hurt guys. So you got to roster the guys first, IR them, or pup them, or whatever you're going to do. Then now that takes them off of your roster for 6-8 weeks to a year. Now those roster spots open back up. You go when you sign your long snapper. You go when you sign your backup quarterback. So this roster, there's no surprises. We knew going into the last preseason when they said, 40 guys aren't playing, 38 guys, whatever the number was, aren't playing. Well, there's your game day roster right there. You can easily start right there. All the guys that didn't play in that last preseason game, start plugging them in, and then from that group that we saw in preseason game number 4, there was only about 4 or 5 guys from that group that was going to make this team. I mean, you had guys like Malik Hooker who played in that game who, before the game, the owner said, oh, he's on this roster. So add him to that mix. So it wasn't many guys that we were going into that game looking at saying, man, it's going to be a tight one. This is going to be – we pretty much knew weeks ago what this roster was going to look like.
Any y'all surprised about anything? Kurt, Nate?
I wasn't surprised about just 2 quarterbacks. They'd run 2 before. I don't know, and who is worth developing. Really, that third guy is more of a development guy, so they can probably, if they think Danucci or Gilbert's worth, or they can stash him on the practice squad if they need to. I do think I was a little surprised that they didn't have a third running back on there, and that may be a position they.
It's going to be some guys out there.
Yeah.
If this team is positioning itself to win the NFC East and have a shot at the playoffs, they're going to have better guys than what we saw in training camp. I'm talking about this third, fourth running back. Got to be better than what it is. When the young kid, number 34, went down, that was a big loss as our third running back.
Rico.
This kid was a do-all kid with some ability to play special teams. So they've gotten rid of all these guys, and there's some guys out there that's going to be better to help this team because the quarterback situation, you know what, worry but don't worry. Because this team is showing you we're going to go with Dak and we're going to go with whoever else. And whoever that else is, we don't know. So just pray that he don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Because it took too long to decide that Cooper Rush, who didn't get hardly no second-team reps in practice or in the games, now he's our backup guy. So like Jesse said yesterday,
we screwed. Can we just be frank and be honest? And I'll start with it that my boy Freaky Mike mishandled this quarterback situation thing.
Okay.
I think he completely missed.
How so?
Because when you start playing with all these different guys, and you don't expect Dak to go down in practice, right? And that kind of may have taken this thing out of control. Mm-hmm. Because normally Dak will get all of the first team reps and you'll get sprinkled in those guys here and there. But then when Dak goes down for a month, but even in the preseason games, like make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Like you play one guy quarter, another guy quarter. Like there's no opportunity to get rhythm and continuity in just what they're doing.
I'm gonna tell y'all what.
Like this
I'm gonna tell y'all what.
All right.
I'm tired of everybody bagging on Coach.
I'm not bagging on Coach.
Like
I'm not bagging.
Everybody's like, this isn't working. They need to do this. This isn't working. They need to do this.
It's only preseason.
Let's give him this season. He didn't have a normal off season. He's the quarterback whisperer. He knows what he's doing, Jesse. Like, there's a rhyme and a reason. Let's give him 6 games and let's see. And then, like Nate said, then we can panic. Calm down.
No, don't put me in there with you. He's not putting Nate. I said defensively.
He's getting the guys.
I said you're on your own. Keep going. You're your own.
He's getting the guys to the season healthy. He knows what he's doing with the quarterbacks. We're fine.
Yeah. This is so condescending.
You ever seen the Cosbys? You ever seen the Cosbys?
Yes.
Back in the day.
Who has not seen the Cosbys?
Because I want to make sure everybody on the same page. You sound like Theo, and if you ever say this crazy stuff.
I'm just saying, look, give us 6 weeks, and then if this thing
you're on your way to Cabo.
If this thing is,
I promise you.
If this thing is 3-3, then let's get on the bag.
Hey man, I hate to say this, man, but Mexico sounded better every day.
To Jesse's point, though, about managing the situation with the backup quarterbacks, were you surprised that you knew DiNucci was not going to be a backup quarterback?
And they were still letting him play?
Why play him the whole entire second half?
I don't understand.
Should have been
that.
a half Cooper, half.
I don't understand that.
Like, if you knew, like, why even give him like any type of reps in practice?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Just go on and cut bait then. Like, I wonder at what point they knew this ain't happening this year. And then, because I agree with you. I was being a little jokester, but I really do think, like, the resting players, I want to see how that plays out because I'm interested to see if that's the right mentality. But with the quarterbacks, my whole deal is Cooper Rush and Garrett Gilbert, like, it was a coin flip. Why not let them play it out and see? Because Gilbert was the clear leader at the beginning of camp, and then all of a sudden Cooper Rush flipped a switch, and it's like, oh, well, he's head and shoulder. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, Gilbert passed him again, and it's like, I needed to see more. And to your point, like, why would you take those reps away? Even in practice, why would you take those reps away? I don't understand that.
I know. I just want to be – I want to be on the side of friendship that holds the loyalty that Mike McCarthy holds to the people in his circle. I do. I want loyalty like that because if my brother's friend, father, son was my quarterback on my team, and he was trying to give Gilbert every opportunity to at least let me go into this office and say something good about you. We're gonna put you on a practice squad or give you a chance to go out there, Benjanucci, and maybe for another team somewhere. He was giving his boy every single chance.
Maybe he just feels like you, Jesse, and he knows if Dak goes down, we're screwed.
Speaking of managing the game, managing players, what did you think about Nussmeier being the backup signal play caller and not McCarthy being the backup play caller?
Another mismanagement. Another mismanagement.
Wait a minute. Are you starting to doubt Freaky Mike?
You know, Jesse,
Before we even get to the
whatever you
season?
say, be careful what you say, because please don't let it contradict what you've been saying here the last 5 minutes.
I'm going to wait 6 games like that. If you guys get 6 games, I get 6 games.
And mine is totally defense. If we don't come out in the first 2 or 3 games offensively, lighting folks up or being very, very competitive, that's going to hurt me.
All right, so the whole show's on hold. Half of us waiting on the defense, half of us waiting on the offense.
Just think, fellas. Just think. Everybody, I mean, everywhere you turn, I mean, nationally, locally, regionally, everybody, boy, that offense, it's going to do wonders. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. And then 2 weeks ago, we get a little thing that go to floating out. Dak is not going to be 100%. But you talking about his ankle or you talking about his shoulder? Which one are you talking about? They just left that out in the air. So
you talking about his mentals, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, Jesse.
No, we talked about it already.
I'm going to tell you something, Jesse. It's one thing.
He wants you to hear it again.
It's one, Jesse, you know like I know. It's one thing that I'm ready. And you do this right here. You look over to your left. First one closed. The first option closed. You look back to your right, and Jason Pierre-Paul hitting you right in your ear. And all of a sudden, the mental, I thought I wasn't thinking about my body. But now I'm thinking about my body.
Wow. So 6 weeks you're at Tampa, at the Chargers, home against the Eagles, Panthers,
and
Giants,
name
at Patriots.
And name the guys coming off all those ends.
Who is it? Eagles, Panthers?
You're at the Buccaneers, at the Chargers, then home against the Eagles, Panthers, Giants.
Panthers, Giants.
We can handle them.
That's 3 wins.
And then
we can handle them.
Then at the Patriots.
So
what
rookie quarterback, we're good.
We'll
be at least 4-2. At least 4-2.
Right. I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Maybe 6-0.
I'm gonna tell you something.
At least 4-2.
I like the energy you on this.
All it takes is just to be just 5 inches off on that slant. Either way.
I'm about to say that's what she said, but I'm
all right, we got taking our first break. We'll be right back. This is Hangin' with Boys.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the show, Hanging with the Boys. Kurt Daniels, Shannon Gross, Jesse Holly, Nate Newton. And you know what? Join us not us, but join the Dallas Cowboys for a free watch party at the Miller Lighthouse at AT&T Stadium on Thursday, September 9th, as your Cowboys kick off the season in Tampa Bay. Enjoy $5 cold Miller Lights, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, performances, and more. Doors open at 5:30 and kickoff is at 7:20. For more information, visit AT&TStadium.com. And if I had to guess, I bet Rowdy's going to be there. And we all know Rowdy will do stuff for money, so bring some extra cash and get Rowdy to do some stuff for you out there at the Miller Lighthouse.
See, and I agree with you 100% on Rowdy, and but I'm gonna tell you something, man.
That he'll do stuff for money.
Yeah, that,
he knows.
I'm gonna tell you guys something, and I know Dak is a big integral part of how this team does what it does. But I'm gonna tell you, man, when Zeke put this team on his back this year and told him to the promised land.
Here he go back on. Look, he's mounting that whole Zeke thing up again.
You're liking that contract rework, aren't you?
You. What did they do? You got to wear that saddle in a little bit. So are you getting your saddle worn in right now?
I'm just
because 2 years ago.
What is going to help? What is going to help Dak more than anything? Until we know, because we don't know if it's his ankle,
offensive line,
his shoulder. No, the offensive line gonna be all right.
Okay.
All we need is two of the big three. We gonna be all right. So we don't know if it's
how's that worked out in the past.
We gonna be all right.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if Coach Philman gonna make it right.
If there's anybody in this room that I trust to tell me the offensive line,
it's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be you. Okay.
How many practices Collins LC missed here lately with Stingers?
Don't worry about that. We can load management both tackles. We keep going. I'm
so optimistic.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Let's see how quick this flips.
Zeke,
is it one game? Is it 2 games?
Are we ready to do the preseason predictions?
No.
Okay then.
No.
All right. You'll find.
Preseason.
The regular season predictions.
Monday.
Don't worry about
it. Monday.
Okay.
You know what?
We're not working.
We're not working Monday. Tuesday.
Labor Day.
Oh.
Yeah. We're not laboring on Labor Day.
We don't labor on Labor Day.
Okay. What is the show schedule next week, Chris? Do we know?
Yes.
Tuesday.
You guys are Tuesday, Friday.
Tuesday, and Friday.
Okay, so we'll do it Tuesday. And I'm terrible. I lied to the people.
Yes, you did. I've been bringing that up.
What time we got to get off the air today, Chris?
You could go to 10:30 if you'd like to.
All right, let's take calls. Because I lied. I said we were going to take calls the whole show, and I forgot. Kurt sent me this beautiful rundown, and I had to get to at least a couple of points.
Open it up with Cam Newton.
Woo, I know.
I like the name, but
is anybody on the phone?
Can you let Nate finish?
It is not ringing currently.
What is it?
888-855-2297.
888-855-2297. Call us now. What'd you say?
I want Nate to finish his Zeke statement.
Finish the Zeke statement while we wait on a call.
Okay.
As soon as the call comes in, I'll cut you off, though.
We don't need no finish. He's not going to be finished for another 1,500 yards, so he ain't got the first one yet, so it hasn't even started. What you need right now, when your quarterback is going through what he's going through, where this mysterious memo keep popping up, he'll never be 100% the whole year. Ain't nobody going to be 100% the whole year once they play the first game. So while we trying to figure out how many passes we going to let our quarterback throw per game, you got Zeke standing there primed and ready and 218, 20 pounds, quick.
Got his abs
swift,
back.
looking good, ready to rock and roll.
Got the hair going.
Thank you.
The abs going.
And I'm not saying that he's going to have 1,700 yards. I'm not even saying he's going to have 1,600 yards. But it's 1,500 yards they're waiting on him.
All purpose or rushing?
Rushing.
What?
Rushing.
You think he's going to have 1,500 yards?
If this team is to make it,
if
this team is to, no, it ain't the extra game, Kurt, but thanks anyway for having me. If this team is to go anywhere beyond the first wild card spot, just one victory in the playoffs, if they're to go anywhere, Zeke going to be the reason they go that way and that far, along with a little bit of that number 20.
I do agree that if they want to be successful, Zeke's going to have a better year.
Yes, he is. I'm telling you.
Still rides on Dak.
No,
but
better year? Absolutely. He has to have a better. He fumbled the ball.
I just said 15. He said 17
times.
games. I said 16. So don't. I'm not changing what I'm.
No,
I'm
he said
telling you.
Zeke's had to have a better year, and you're saying Zeke has to have an All-Pro year.
Zeke gonna have all. I'm saying he's gonna have. Y'all are talking about the maybes. The maybe is Dak. The maybe is Gilbert. The maybe is the defense. What it is Zeke. The what it is what I'm talking about. Is Zeke.
Hot take right there.
Yeah.
888-855.
Well, hold on. I got to add one more. And Amari Cooper.
I'm always on Team Cooper.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, that when that dude in the slot moved to the outside and started moving around, I'm talking about
CD.
They couldn't cover this kid before, Cooper. Now how you going to cover him?
Yeah.
You couldn't cover him before,
And
but now how you going to cover him?
You still got Gallup.
Talk show. There's a call.
What was that?
We got a call.
We got a call.
Got a call. Okay, I finished just in time.
Who we got, Chris? Introduce him.
Zeke, glad to have you, Zeke. This
Right
Mama
off the
Zeke.
top, we've got Jay in Rhode Island.
Hey!
Let's go, Jay.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's
up, Jay?
It's been, what, a year and a half?
Guys, I am so nervous right now. Like, it's been like a year and a half. I know it's been too long.
Man, good to hear your voice.
Jay.
What is going on?
I'm here to bring some sunshine in Dallas.
Do it.
Nice. All right.
We need it.
Listen, man, everybody's sweating the wrong thing. Backup quarterback. The only thing we should be worried about is cornerback, number one. That's our biggest problem as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I think we're very good across the board, both sides of the ball. I love Micah Parsons. The reason I love Micah Parsons so much is because he's a dog on and off the field, if I may tell you a quick little story. Now, I saw on YouTube once there was about 10 or 12 first-round draft picks that they were having dinner and they were sitting side by side. Everybody thought we were getting a corner, and I was a big J.C. Horn guy. Micah Parsons wasn't on my radar. I was hoping that we got Horn, but he was the first defensive player taken off the board. Then I see this video after we drafted Micah, where now they're sitting down at that dinner table, and Horn says, Dallas needs to come get me. And Micah looks at him with that 1,000-yard stare, like he said, MFA, you can't even cover me.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Wow.
he wasn't playing. Let me tell you something. He wasn't playing. He was ready to jump across that table, and you know what Horn did? He just put his head down and didn't say a word. But Micah wasn't playing. Let me tell you something. Micah wasn't
He's an
playing.
intimidator, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me tell you something about that kid. That kid is going to be a beast, all right? I think he's going to be an all-pro, like definitely this year. I'm telling you, he's going to be D-Roy. He's going to be Defensive Rookie of the Year or D-Roddy or whatever you want to call him. But that kid's a tough kid. He's strong. He's fast. He's like just what we need. Like, we got some serious dogs on defense. And I think we're going to have a good season. I mean, everybody's tripping about the backup quarterback.
Jesse?
Big Nate. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
Yeah.
I am no offensive lineman guru. I'll be the first one to admit it. But against Jacksonville now, that kid Forniak, the 7th-round draft pick, I saw perfect shotgun snaps the whole game. I saw some nasty kid getting to the second level. I saw a kid moving it, hustling his ass off, running the ball back to the line. How do he look to you, Big Nate?
He hasn't done anything wrong, and I keep saying to myself, why not give this guy all the reps? Because I believe that you should not take one dimension away from your starting quarterback if something happened to the center who's been hurt before. So I'm with you there, but they want a veteran guy in the left guard to take his place if the center go down. So I'm with you.
Yeah.
And everybody keep talking about, well, it's first team, second team. I don't want to hear that. You have to have a vision as a coach, as a scout, to see can this guy do it. And by my estimate, he will be all right. He may get knocked back a little bit, because he ain't used to the physical men he gonna play. But I see a lot of our guys get knocked back, so I'm with you.
Jay,
Yeah.
we gotta move on.
I
We got
know
to take
you
some
do,
other
guys.
callers. But hey, it's so great to hear your voice. Thank you for listening. Thanks
Thanks,
for
Jay.
always having our back, man. And we will talk to you
yes.
soon. We will.
All right, I love you guys, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, well, how's your cousin-in-law, the one trying to set you up?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, man, don't get it started.
Hey, Jay, that's a,
We'll
that's
get
a,
you the
that's
next
a-
show.
story.
That's a different show.
Call
We'll catch
back.
up.
Yeah.
So with 2 lemonades for that one.
Big Nate, we're going to meet this year, man. I'm coming to the Philly game.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
everything you
You
wanna
know,
know.
we'll have to kick somebody off the plane, and Shannon ain't leaving that plane.
We
so.
got to work something out.
Yeah,
we'll
we're
figure
not.
it out, Jay. Thanks
I'm
for calling,
coming to
man.
my-
If it's an off week going into the next week, I drive up.
You never been to Dallas?
No, I'm
Right.
so excited.
We got to
man.
do
I
something
can't
special
wait.
for you. All right, brother. We'll
Shannon
talk to you
married,
soon.
too. You can't stay with him. He's
Love you,
married.
man. We got anybody else, Chris?
Yes, we do. You want another guy?
Yeah, bring another guy.
Keep it going.
Let's go.
We don't want Shannon to be the liar.
Hey, the less Jesse can talk about himself in the last segment, the better. So just keep the call. Hey, by the way, Jesse back on Twitter, y'all.
Yes, he is.
He's back on Twitter.
Yes, he is.
I had to promote my
Is that
documentary.
just to promote the documentary? You gonna be back off after?
No, I'm gonna stay on a little
But
bit.
can we see that trailer
right.
of you, man?
We'll show it at the end, right? Can we?
man, yeah, sure.
I don't know. Can we?
I don't. Yeah, we can show
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Because this one shot I like of Jesse in that
We
trailer.
already
This
put
one
it out.
shot I really
Yeah,
like.
well, I got it. We can
We
show
out.
it.
All right, Chris.
Yes,
Who we got on the phone?
Next up, we've got Kyle in Austin.
Kyle,
Austin
what's
and
up?
Kyle and Austin.
What's happening, Kyle?
From Austin, Texas, stationed in Washington State. I'm in the Air Force up here. So I'm in Seattle
Thank
country.
you for your service, my brother.
Oh, you already know. I had a question for Nate. So when it comes to, like, I know we're all worried about the offensive line and, like, injuries and stuff like that. Were you more prone to be injured in a run play or a pass play with our O-line and their struggles? And also, I'm going to back Nate up. I think Zeke's going to ball out, and even if he needs to take pressure off Dak, I still feel like Dak's in his mental and in his physical. I still feel like it's going to be a big test week 1, but that was my main question about the O-line, though.
Yeah.
Good question. That's an interesting question.
When you have a great offensive pass blocking line, it's the run blocking that'll get you because you're going one way and people fall on your legs. But when you got shaky pass blockers and people stumbling and falling and all off balance, that is the scariest thing in the world, to be blocking your man and you getting ready to stand straight up and your own guy just fall right into the back of your legs and blow your knees out. I've seen that happen so much on pass plays. Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Oof, oof, oof. Oh, yeah, one more thing before I get off here, gentlemen. I know I got other callers. Amari Cooper is our number 1, but by mid-season, I still feel like CD might jump rope in real quick.
Oh,
that's just my thing.
Thanks for the call. Great
Hey, man,
insight, Kyle.
I see you challenging Jesse.
Yeah,
Jesse kind of looked at me like
Jesse mad about that.
Man, don't make Jesse. Jesse's sitting here in his just a guy uniform now. Don't make him go to that 4th and long uniform.
You see what happened? You didn't watch Hard Knocks, but Trayvon Diggs started talking a little trash to Amari in training camp in practice.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And Amari lit him up.
Were they? So let me ask you. I didn't see it. Were they practicing outside that day?
Yes.
I know the day that it was.
Yeah.
Chris, were you shooting
Yes.
that day when Amari
It's that-
caught that
it's that
ball
catch,
over him
yes.
and he was like, "Give me my money!
Yep.
Give me my money!"
Yep.
I was standing right there, and then Dak came over and got in, and I don't know what he
Dak
said.
started the whole thing, actually.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
When he cut
I-
up
I'm gonna
in
tell
Hard
you
Knocks.
something, man.
I love it.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead.
No. You go head on, Jesse. You go head on.
He
bro.
got the whole last segment. You go now.
Well, okay. I'm gonna tell you something. This is what you. If it weren't for Jesse, I would be just swayed one way. But he keeps me grounded with Amari. He keeps reminding me everybody don't have to
how
be
good he is.
Yeah, everybody don't have to be a diva and give me the ball and talking noise. And then Jesse just keeps me right. Hey, Nate, don't stray too far. Don't stray too far. Stay, And
does it really matter with this team who the number 1 is?
No, it don't.
Does it? I mean, does that matter, Jesse?
And only in contract time.
Yeah, I'm about to say to Amari and them it does.
Yeah.
But I mean, does it matter like where you what constitutes a number 1? Where you line up?
What you bring.
Where you line up, how the play calling is, because like when you're the number 1, play calling and design is to go through you first.
You're the first read.
You're the first read.
Mm-hmm.
So
you know.
Yeah.
You know. And there are times where you say, you know what, this one ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
This one going somewhere else because it'll be tagged or whatever it may be. But
you know.
I mean, but you also know that Amari may be facing their top defensive guys, so that could open it up some for Lamb. I mean, do you expect Lamb to have a bigger year this year with just being a second-year guy, being in the offseason?
Yeah. I mean, barring any injury, he should continue that ascension of his progression. But the thing for Amari is he's been seeing the best guy since he got in the league. He was a top 10 pick.
That's true.
And he's still dominating.
And he's still dominating. It's not like he's just – this is newfound freedom. Mm-hmm. Right? This isn't newfound freedom for Amari Cooper. It's been this way since Alabama. He's been the star guy. He's been the guy that every defensive coordinator says, we got to bracket this guy. We got to have a safety over there. CB1 has to be over there. We're going to have a linebacker shade out there. It's been that way since college. It's probably been that way since high school.
I'm going to tell you something. And I remember Mike Irvin, his first few years, he was running free and catching all the passes. Then he was kind of that third or fourth year kind of started shaky for him. I said, Mike, you okay? Is everything all right? He said, man, I'm getting to see that safety a little more. Man, that outside linebacker, he's out there. He said, I got to figure out how to beat this. So when it's what you bring. When you line up and look and look inside, you already done looked at the quarterback like, man, you see everything sitting over here. And that's why I never have respect. Two things I don't have respect for is a defensive end that's always getting single blocked and can't figure out how to get a sack, or a second receiver that's always got single coverage and can't catch a pass. You sorry, bro. You are sorry.
Wonder if there's ever been a second receiver that's had more receiving yards than the number one receiver.
Ooh, I think it happened.
Tony Hill. Back in the day.
Yeah. Because I could see.
That's my guy. That's Tony Hill was the guy.
Like, I think Amari's going to have a huge year, but I also think what you said, I think he's going to be so much better this year. And you can't cover them both. You can't double cover both of them.
If you don't have two 1,000-yard receivers,
something bad's wrong.
Right.
And that's what I'm having a bad
we're screwed.
record. That's what having a great record.
We're screwed.
That's what having a great record.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, it's the Jesse Show.
No,
we're gonna watch one of the best trailers to promote a documentary that we've ever had. Quick. Y'all finna see what the star will do.
Come on now.
Okay. Come on now. You finna see what the star.
Come back.
I've been trying to tell y'all.
Hanging with the boys.
I've been trying to tell you.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. When there's work to be done, a real workhorse can make all the difference. Like the Range Boss package. Our 5075E John Deere 75 horsepower tractor features a bell spear and loader and starts at $369 per month. and the price you see is the price you'll pay. No surprises. It works like a horse, so you don't have to.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now, let's get to work.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the show, Hanging with the Boys. Kurt Daniels, Nate Newton, Shannon Gross, and the guest of honor for this last segment, our own Jesse Holly. And you know what? I'm not even going to say any more words. Chris Beam has something to play.
Ogletree and Holly are the wide receivers.
That safety starts creeping down. I'm like, it's happening. This is going to happen. There's lessons, life skills, survival skills that you don't get taught on the other side of the tracks. They had everybody held at gunpoint.
There's Nate driving by.
And they wanted answers.
Romo's going to play fake and stand back. Oh, he's got Holly all alone.
He was a great football player for us, but he was known as a basketball player.
I made North Carolina my last official visit where I gave up basketball and focused on football.
At the 50, Holly to the 40, Holly to the 20, right to the 15.
So I said, okay, Jim, this is what I need. I need a roster split. Design certain plays to have one-on-one, and that was one-on-one with you with the ball. That's as good as it gets for us.
That literally was the hardest thing I've ever done physically.
Jesse Holly, the Cowboys can use you.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
Oh, I got chills, man.
Yeah!
I got chills.
Holly!
I got chills.
Holly!
Man.
Let's go. Thursday, 6 o'clock on all of our social channels. Watch it.
What was that like for you? Because you had to dig back into some deep past there and some not so fun topics at times.
Well, he got left. He was sitting on that porch in that promo.
Porch.
Nate just driving
Don't do
by.
that. Don't bring me in there. Don't bring me. That was his dad. That was his daddy. Don't bring me in there.
Let me first start by saying this, and I hope he's listening. We joke about it a lot, but our boss, Derek Eagleton, thank you for allowing this to happen. We were sitting at a track meet 2 years ago, and he was watching his daughter. I was there with my school, and just having casual conversation, and he brought it up. I was like, man, I think you got a really cool story. We do these things called Deep Blue. I would love to. And I was like, I said, I've always been kind of a little bit selfish with the story because I never wanted to be told wrong. Because you really only get one time to tell a story.
Wow.
And he said that, we'll talk about it. And then the next year when it was, time to come around, we ran into COVID. And he and I had a conversation on something completely different. And at the end of the conversation, he said, hey, man, are you still want to do it? And I said, yeah. I said, but only give me a team that's going to help me win an Emmy, right? And I said that jokingly. And he said, no, you'll have a great team. And everything that he said, he did. So, Derek, thank you for being class personified in every single step of the way with this doc. And Nick Eatman, who has been
a bulldog
yeah. On this thing. Steve Sullivan, who shot everything, and it's the team has been great. Like everyone has been great. And then the trailer, that was Nick Eatman who put the trailer together. And he sent it to me, and he said, promise me two things. One, he was like, when he sent it to me, he said, don't show anybody.
Publish it.
He was like, don't show anybody. One.
He showed it to me quickly.
And he was like, call me when it's done, when you're done watching it. And I called him, and I was like, this is it. And he was just like, man. And so I'm excited. And
have you seen it yet?
I haven't. I'm gonna see it when we leave here. When I leave here, I'm gonna go watch it.
Kevin Timmons is part of that trailer too. Just give him a little shout.
Is Kevin?
Out.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I know what. And Nick said that as well. I never had a chance to meet Kevin, but he was like, Kevin did the trailer
1,000 times.
He said Kevin did the trailer for, I forgot, it was for someone else as well.
I think the War Room.
The War Room. Yeah. And he said, hey, will you help me? And Kevin was going home, and he said, I'll buy you dinner. And so Kevin, thank you as well. I'm so glad you said that. Thank you. And just everybody was a part of it. It was fun. We went back to Jersey. Spent some time there. We had a pretty fun shot. Were you in the car with us when we were?
No, that day you guys went out and shot.
You were doing something else. Yeah,
it was busy.
I didn't feed them. Like we didn't eat for hours because I was just so locked in on getting the work done. And they were like, "Hey, can we
eat?"
No, I was like, "What? Eat? What are we talking about? We're trying to win an Emmy. What you mean eating?" I'm like, "We don't have time to eat. We're working." So we stopped at a gas station in Carteret, New Jersey, at a Subway, so they could eat.
Yeah,
I didn't even eat. I was like, I'm ready to go. Like, let's go.
That's Jesse. About Jesse now.
Did you make them buy their own food?
Yeah, he probably did.
The company did.
You know it.
It's not my
Surprised you didn't eat. It's free food.
No, ate it later on. No,
we had a nice dinner.
We went to a nice
on the company, right?
I didn't see the check, so I don't know where it went.
So. We went with a mob boss's meet.
Oh, really?
Legitimately.
Yeah, it was legit.
It was legit.
What you pointing at, Nate?
That star.
That star.
Yeah. That star keep doing things.
The hardest thing about these documentaries sometimes is you have so. I mean, you could have done 2 hours. Mm-hmm. You have so much and whittling it down.
Trying to figure out what to keep in.
I mean, I think take commercials out, it's only like 45 minutes or something like that. So that was a challenge because there was a lot of great stuff that was probably left out just because it was a fascinating story.
And you were a part of it, Kurt.
I helped out a little. I can't claim anything.
So Nick, who wrote it? Nick wrote it, and then Kevin edited with Steve?
Nick and Steve kind of put it together. Mm-hmm. Steve did the video work of the editing and all that. So, it was really Nick and Steve that were the guys that put it together.
When you see Timmons, you were like, I know you.
Yeah, you've seen Kevin
he's been
a million times.
Good guy, great guy, man.
Yeah,
quiet though. He'll walk by you in a heartbeat. You'd be like, "Whoa, that was Timmons."
Yeah.
Well, man, that's awesome. So tomorrow night, 6:00.
And I'll be taking over the YouTube Live.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be taking over the YouTube Live, so I'll be there live with people. I just think here's what I love about the documentary. It takes you on this emotional roller coaster. Like you may shed a tear. You're gonna shed a tear. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna kind of get a little bit of a better understanding of who I am as a person, where I come from. You're gonna hear people speak that was a part of my upbringing. Wow. And so my mom is in it, and she tells when we talk to her about my mom abandoned me and my brother. So that part of leading up to it. So
wow.
So we're in this thing, man. We're in this thing, and it was fun. And to answer your question, there were some emotional moments in it because we went back to a place that I hadn't been to in years. Right, well, my mom abandoned us at, and I didn't. It's really no longer. It's like almost a ghost town now. No, these apartments, projects that are abandoned now. And so just driving down memory lane and it takes you to a place of.
One more time, where is this going to be? What time and where?
It's going to be 6 p.m.
on trying to find that
on all of our platforms.
Yeah, man, make sure you hit every social platform.
It'll be Cowboys Now and YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube Cowboys Now, Facebook Live, Twitter Live.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And then it airs, I think, on Saturday
at 11.
On CBS 11? Is that right?
Yeah, because I ain't going to let you just tell that whole story. You just get ready to go back. I had to bring you.
I wasn't going to tell. I'm going to let you. I'm just telling you. It's
yeah, I know what I'm saying.
So Friday,
his mom is in there. Y'all watch.
And the port, the infamous porch is in there.
Right. So porch is in it.
Let's all watch it tonight or tomorrow night. And then Friday's show, let's recap it and take calls Friday. I won't lie to everybody and tell them I'm taking calls. I totally forgot.
I got to make sure I get this tape because I got to make sure I got to talk to the wife.
We can send you the link because it'll be
on.
Yeah, man. Because I definitely want to miss this, man.
Yeah. It's on demand.
The only part I want to see, and I don't want to see the mom part. I start crying. But I want. How many times are you on that porch?
So he knows where to pick you up next year when we go to training camp. All right,
he gonna drive right by.
We'll be watching, man. We'll be watching.
Hey, ain't no better show, baby.
Ain't no better. No, not a better show.
The Jesse Holly story. Tune in tonight.
The star.
Thanks for being here.
Tomorrow, not tonight.
Tomorrow, my bad. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Tomorrow.
Kurt,
Thursday.
thanks for being here. Jesse, thanks for being here. Can't wait to watch the documentary. Yes. Nate, thanks for showing up.
I'm liking Zeke, and I'm liking
Chris,
Jesse.
thanks for keeping us on the air. William, thanks for keeping the live streams going. We'll be back Friday morning. It's 9:30.
says Zeke. Zeke
On
just-
Hanging with the Boys.
Zeke first.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?